Hello, Villainous viewers. Welcome back to the Multiversus character poll, our yay or nay series. Today's character, none other than the villainous Lord Blackhat from, well, the series titled Villainous. Now, this show has a good following outside of North America. I believe Latin America. I know this is aired on HBO Max for Latin America and Cartoon Network Mexico, so yeah, this might not be a series that many people have heard of, but if you have, you guys, I think you'll be, you know what's in store, and if you haven't seen or heard of Lord Blackhat, let's just say this is like the overarching villain for like everything Cartoon Network, or like he is the true of what a villain is, and what better way to show it off with some possible attacks for a possible moveset for Lord Blackhat, which we're going to start off with something a little simple, but it's a fun little idea. For this one, we're going to go with the Black Hat drones. Now, Lord Blackhat has, we could say this could be a neutral special possibly, and that's what these drones are. He first starts by summoning out a Black Hat drone that will appear just above his character, so it kind of like hovers right above his head. And then when you press the attack button a second time, the drone will end up homing in and kind of circling around an opponent, shooting out lasers. Of course, while the Black Hat drone is above Lord Blackhat, it will fire out lasers, outwards, but it's not going to be aiming at anybody specific. But when you press the attack button a second time, then the drone will home in on somebody, rotate around them, kind of hover above them, if you will, and fire lasers directly at the target that it's hovering above. And we could even say Lord Blackhat could have 3 of these drones out on the playing field at one time. These drones, however, can be destroyed by simply attacking them. Maybe it's just one attack and they're dead, or maybe it takes 2 hits and they're destroyed. But either way, these drones will be out there. They will be a menace. They will be a nuisance on the battlefield. And if you got a few of these out there, your opponent, it's literally going to be like an annoying little fly, a gnat just flying around. Like, you can't get rid of it. You got to keep swatting them away. And if you don't, well, that damage is going to rack up. Now moving on to move number 2, let's go with the Shrink Ray. All right, hold on. Yeah, Shrink Ray. That doesn't sound fair, shrinking an opponent down. Well, hear me out. The Shrink Ray, the next attack here for Blackhat. He uses the Shrink Ray. The attack itself, Blackhat is going to aim it at an opponent. If we'll say the laser beam from the attack, from the Shrink Ray, if it connects, it'll shrink an opponent to a smaller size. Smaller hitbox, smaller data, smaller everything. Basically, if you played Smash Bros. And you've played with items on, and you get the poison mushroom that shrinks you down, this will have that exact same sort of effect. So Blackhat points the Shrink Ray at you, shoots you with it. If it connects, you get shrunken down, ultimately making the opponent a lightweight character, but they'll be a little bit faster than normal because, well, there's got to be some sort of positive out of this, but being a lightweight is going to make it a lot easier for them to be KO'd. So duration wise, we could say if they get shrunken down, we could say there's a set timer, I don't know, 10 seconds, whatever you want to say. We'll say 10 seconds just as an example. You will stay shrunken for the 10 seconds, and it's your goal. Do you want to run away the whole time because you're a little bit faster so you don't get KO'd as easy because, again, you're going to be a lightweight? Or do you try to outspeed your opponents and confuse them a little bit? Who knows? But if you catch the opponent with a big attack, if Blackhat catches an opponent with a big attack, it'll be easier to get a KO due to their smaller, lighter character stature. That makes sense? I think it does. And now, moving on to move number 3, we're going to go with the Acid Vomit. All right, yeah, this one might seem weird, but basically, Lord Blackhat, he's got, when he vomits up acid. So this attack, Blackhat's just going to kind of spew out vomit that's acid, and it kind of burns the opponent. Like, he basically will kind of spit up liquid. Is that a good way to kind of say this? Yeah. You get it. But the attack range is going to be rather short. It's not going to be like being able to hit an opponent halfway across the stage. No, it's going to be within like 1 or 2 character lengths away, so not a big deal, not a big distance, but if they start to, if they get hit with this attack, they will start to rack up poison damage hence the acid vomit. You know, it's kind of like it's burning away at them a little bit. You know, poison damage just going to rack up over time. So we could say the poison damage will do like 1% per second. So again, another Smash Bros comparison. Anybody that played Piranha Plant with Piranha Plant's Poison Cloud from Smash Ultimate, that's kind of the same thing. If you stand in like the poisonous acidy vomit part of the attack, because when he spits it out, it will kind of like cover the character, and the longer that they're covered in it, the more that they are going to continue to take damage over time. I hope that made sense. At least that's the way I worded it or wrote it down. So yeah, hopefully that made sense. And then typically for the series, we only do like 4 attacks that we show off, but I went a little overboard and I kind of showed off, or I got a bunch of other ones, so quick succession here. Another possible attack for Black Hat, he's got laser vision from his eyeballs, so something simple. This could maybe be a neutral special, and then you could move like the Black Hat drones to like a side special, a down special possibly, but you got a laser vision attack, would be pretty cool. You got big kick. This could be a smash attack. This could be like a quick attack, you know, like a tilt attack or something. Just kind of like raises his foot forwards. It's a kick. We know what a kick is. We also got the large piano, or is this an organ play? I don't know, but basically a large piano, and he just wails on it, creating like all sorts of sound. So it's basically like a shockwave coming out of the piano that will surround a really big area. Maybe it doesn't have a ton of knockback, but it could do pretty decent damage. So, and then the last one, he's got sharp claws, so you could use that for a slash attack. You know, that could be a forward tilt as well. That could be a forward air possibly, something like that. But Lord Black Hat really does have a lot of potential for a moveset, and this is kind of a character that when Multiversus was first announced, I had no clue he even existed, but I'm so glad I figured out that he does exist, because I love this dude so much. He's rapidly climbing up my most wanted character list, so yeah, it is what it is. He's got a ton of potentials we just shown off, so let's move on to the alternate costumes. And for alternate costume number 1, we're just going to go with the statue look. Now, I'm not saying he turns into a statue, but color scheme wise, it's still going to be Black Hat, but he just the grayish tone of a statue. I don't know, just a funny little clip from one of the episodes where they got a bunch of different statues going through of Black Hat looking menacing, and then all of a sudden he's caring and he looks like a nice guy, and he doesn't like that. So I don't know, I'm just thinking statue color could just be one. Essentially it's just a palette swap, but nothing crazy. But we do have a different one. What about for alternate costume number 2, we could go with hunky Black Hat. Yes, the ripped, the toned body for him. Oh my gosh, I can't think of the girl's name right now. I'm not going to be able to remember. I should have wrote this down. Sinestro? Wrong series there, brother. No, I can't think of her name. Dementia. That's it. Dementia is her name. But she's got a big crush on him. She ends up creating her own version of Black Hat here. Just make him smaller, you know, make him normal sized Black Hat, but you know, now he's just buffed and ripped and he looks hunky. So it's just another idea for an alternate costume. And finally, that brings us to the yay or nay portion. Well, my opinion. Most of you probably already answered anyway. And I'll be curious to see how this one is, because I know a lot of people might not be familiar with this character, but hopefully this can kind of help in some sort of way. So 1, he's a villain. Anybody knows me, I need to see villains on the roster. Just a few. I don't need 50-50. I don't need 50% heroes and 50% villains. But just having more villains is always a fun thing. Watching heroes from a different universe fight a villain from another universe is always a cool concept in my mind. So moveset for Black Hat as well is literally off the charts. There's so much he can do. So I think you know where I'm going. For my opinion, this is a gigantic yay from me for Black Hat. So we'll see what you guys think ultimately. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. Oh, excuse me, I got the hiccups. But yeah, that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, we should be back again with a bonus Yay or Nay episode tomorrow. Brand new character, and we will also have the updated Yay or Nay stats at the end of the video tomorrow. But that's tomorrow. Today's today. Today is wrapping up. I hope you guys enjoyed as always, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.